I think it's got to be really tricky for professionals to deliver something that can trigger stuff in them. It's not like history or physics or biology or even any of the broader topics, because those are factual. You can have a lesson plan for them. You can even step in and teach that subject on behalf of a teacher, who's off for the day, or if the demands, require you to do that, because you've got the stuff there in front of you. And some of those things might have an emotional impact. For example, if you're teaching a history class around the Holocaust, for example, that might have an emotional impact on you. But most of what you teach doesn't have an emotional impact on you. This relationships and sex education is incredibly personal. And so, of course, it's going to have an impact on you, because it's going to touch into those things that are tender within yourself. Unless you're fully sexually confident, and unless you're very well informed about the sexual arena, then you're going to struggle, because it touches into stuff. Plus, you have to deal with the shame that the kids are bringing, that your students are bringing. They're going to giggle. They're going to start to, oh, we're talking about the difficult stuff. And so what you'll be handling in the classroom, in your students, you'll be handling their sexual shame, which is handed down through media, through social media, through parents, through institutions outside of the teaching environment, like churches or mosques or synagogues or wherever. So you might have 30 students in your class who are also bringing their own sexual shame. So how the hell can you, as a planner, expect your teachers to show up and deal with all of that in the same way you might expect them to teach history? There's something here around how, as a planner, as a leader, you can support your staff to deal with the gritty stuff that's not allowed to be talked about in school, in education establishments. How can you support them with themselves as human beings first, before you can ask them to stand in front of a room full of students who are also bringing all of this shame and preconceptions and difficulties?